Yeah.
Let's, can you just remind me how you guys met? No, I'm just joking. No, really. No, I'm joking. You've had phenomenal success over the past few months. Has it been a shock horror to you all how famous you've become in such a small amount of time?
It has been kind of weird, really. I mean, we're not comparing ourselves to Big Brother, but we used to kind of sit in our house, like when we was filming and like they was all filming, and we used to sit there and say, is anyone going to watch this? Yeah. And then when we found out like 12 million people were watching, we're like,
is that how many it was? 12 million? Yeah. Scary. I mean, can you think back to one day that you haven't been in the paper over the last few months?
No. actually, I think it was one day and we got really worried. We thought, we're over. This is it.
I know, because you would, wouldn't you? It's like, oh, it's that age-old, no one's talking about me, so it mustn't be. I mean, things have been made up about you as well. What's the worst thing that you've read that's been made up?
That we were cracking up.
I
had a breakdown last week.
Did you not have a breakdown?
We cracked up a long time ago.
Did you?
Got into this,
Yeah. Well, any kind of signs of cracking then?
No.
No, honestly, there's not. Well, most groups would kind of have years of training of kind of getting into the being famous thing, but you were just thrust into it so quickly. Were you given any specific advice as to how to cope with it all? What was the best bit of advice?
I think...
Why did that be?
They're like,
No, but the thing is, it is just like that. Are we famous? We still don't get it. And I think that's the good thing about it, because we're still walking down the street and people are recognising us and we're getting really freaked out by it still.
How do you cope with it?
Just carry on as normal. I don't think, I mean, our attitudes haven't changed, nothing at all has changed, but I suppose the way that other people treat you is a little bit different, but we haven't changed at all.
Do you find that everybody just wants to be your friend now?
Yeah.
Actually,
tell the toilet story, go on.
Oh, we've got a toilet humour story.
What, my petrol station?
Yeah, your petrol station.
No, just
we've got a petrol station
story.
story.
Bizarre things. Your petrol...
Mylene spends her time in petrol stations.
Exclusive
to the Big Breakfast is where she hangs out.
There's too much pressure now.
Come on.
No, it's just that I really needed the loo. And we drove over to a petrol station and the tour manager got out and he said, you know, can we use the loo? And the lady said, no. So I stood out from behind the sweet counter and she saw me and she just went, yes, you can use our toilet. And I was really annoyed at that because I thought if that was my mum going in there, they wouldn't have let me to use it, you know, but just because of suddenly you're in the papers or who you are, suddenly you have these like little freebies. It's not right.
A bit of advice: just use it, one.
I use it.
You know. I'm sure you went to her and said, no, I'm not going now. That's somehow I think not.
Waiting for, wasn't it?
Well, what's the best thing about this instant fame that you've had?
I don't think the best thing is the fame. I think the best thing is doing the job that you've always wanted to do. And kind of because the music's the most important thing for us. We went to the initial audition to be in a band. You know, we didn't realise that...
Is that how you got together?
Yeah.
No, it's a lie.
We actually was answering a question like this yesterday. We were talking about this yesterday and we were saying, you know, they were going, you know, what do you think was always in you? Why did you want to be famous? And it's not about being famous. It's not the fame. It's not walking down the street and people going, can I have your autograph? It's not about that. It's about, you know, proving, showing people that you're talented and showing people that you
could be
sing
famous for anything these days, but it's
infamous.
about what you're famous for. Absolutely.
That's true. We've all seen the kind of the photographs that people have pulled out from the stockpiles of, you know, old photographs that you hoped you would never ever see again. What's been the worst one of those that you've been brought
on page 3 of a certain Red Top tabloid, I was dressed as a daffodil, which is always a nice one. No, the page just ran.
Page 3, well, you're lucky page 3 it wasn't something else, love. You know. What about you, Suzanne?
My dad dug out a load of baby pictures the other week and shoved them all in the mirror. Yeah, but the dreadful thing was, I was like that one, in a ballet tutu. I was like, no, I wish that never would have come out.
Oh, I'm sure they're just so proud.
That made me laugh because it was like the story was, wow, Suzanne used to be a child.
Did you? Oh my God!
What about my mullet?
Well, speaking of mullets,
me with a mullet.
Speaking of mullets, do you speak to Nasty Nigel?
He's in Borneo.
He's in Borneo with snakes and the spiders.
So you haven't spoken to him.
So he fits in well.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what she said? So did we love Nasty Nigel?
He's all right. He's harmless. I had this idea of him.
He was just playing a character, you know.
He was playing a character, you believe
So what,
that,
he doesn't really have a mullet?
He does.
He hasn't now. He shaved
That
his
was
head.
wig, Donna. Didn't you know that? Okay, as a new pop band, there are certain quick questions that pop interview etiquette requires me to ask you. You up for it?
Yeah.
Right, question 1. Have you been allocated nicknames yet?
By us.
What, by who?
Just by the general public, like the Spices.
Oh, no, babies spice me.
Yeah?
Babies spice.
Baby here, baby say.
That's a good
Right. Anyone else?
Hulkster.
Stan Spice.
No, apparently, that's not good for Stan, actually. Apparently I look like the Incredible Hulk, they've been saying.
Oh, really?
So
You
Stan,
Went on a show.
You won't like him when he's angry.
The only nickname I've had was I had Tot Star and Tart.
Tart.
Pop Tart, that's the one.
No, you didn't. You
And I had Blobstar.
You Lobster.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so.
They're really catchy. I can
Aren't
see
they
them
just
catching on.
so clever? Has Jamie Theakston asked any of you out? This one's to the boys. No, it's not.
He's got a woman, hasn't he?
Yes, he's got a lady.
Every time we see him, he's just autograph hunting.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
His little.
what from you guys or from his girlfriend?
His girlfriend's got a baby.
Oh, of course. Oh.
So he sounds.
So we signed
Right. We have a panel this morning also, and panel of experts. Good morning to you all. And you are here to talk about the stars at the Oscars, but you've also been paying very close attention to Hearsay this morning, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks, Wayne, for being so rivetingly interested there. Wayne, what do you think about the band's outfits?
I'm knocked out by how good they look.
Yay! Wayne's being wound up at the back there, are you?
Yeah,
He looked like he really meant that.
they look
Yeah.
kind of average in an okay way.
Don't mind him. Wayne,
And you look so good.
I was going to say... so we think you look absolutely fabulous, don't we? Yeah. Thank you. Right, Linda, have you noticed any signs of interband stress?
No, actually, it was interesting up in the dressing room. What I did notice, though, was a lot of interband cohesion. There was some. Another
Oh,
big
that's
word. It won't sticky. It means coming together.
Linda, that's a show all in itself.
No.
Thank you.
It was interesting.
And,
though. There was
John-
something. Oh, sorry. I won't explain then. That's enough. Is that okay?
Sorry, that shut her up. Okay. John, will any of Hearsay ever win an Oscar?
I'd say there's a distinct possibility, wouldn't you guys?
Yes, absolutely. Let's hear it for Hearsay. And that's it. That's all we've got time for. Thank you very much. Let's hear it. Do not forget that Hearsay will be chatting live on the web after the show. If you want to pose a question, you can log on at www.channel4.com/Big Breakfast. Now, in a moment, we're back to the woods with Squeaky